Good morning, students, and welcome back to the social science class. Today, we'll start with a new subject, that is civics. Okay, I'll tell you about the civics part today and the civics chapter, that is the prejudice, discrimination, and inequality. So you people might have not understood the concepts. So for this, I have started with the revision for class 6th. As you are there in class 7th, you should have been clear about these important concepts. Okay. So today I will start with the revision for class 6th, and you have to please listen it and understand it carefully. Okay. First, please let me explain you the three important terms. The first is prejudice, discrimination, and inequality. So all these three concepts are very important. So I'll start with the first part and the first topic, that is what is prejudice. Okay, I'll tell you what is prejudice. When we make or we become biased against certain people is called as prejudice. Now please understand it. As they have or we have a negative feeling about a particular section, about a particular people is called as prejudice. Okay, I'll explain you by this. So what is prejudice? Okay, we'll start. That is what is prejudice. Okay, now what is prejudice? Please understand it. Some people have a superior feeling and they think that they are superior to other people, and those people are narrow-minded, or they do not think about the other people. They make other feel that they are inferior and they are superior to certain people. So those people are called as, that is, thus this concept is called as prejudice. Okay, prejudice means bias against certain people. We can develop prejudice or negative opinions about many things, such as skin, color, language, caste, religion, region, or a state, and the financial position of certain people. So sometimes it is so strong that prejudice that we became rude with certain people and even we hurt their feelings. Suppose we have the feelings about the black color people. So what we have are prejudiced. We have that we have the feeling that this color people are always you can say bad. Okay, or their nature is bad. Those people are not friendly. Those people are not good for the society. So this type of feeling or this type of negative feeling, if we have, we are having or we have been, or that feeling or that thinking is called as prejudice. Understood that this thing? So I'll repeat what is prejudice. Prejudice means bias against certain people. Okay, we have been biased against certain type of people. We develop prejudice or negative feeling, but the feeling is always a negative feeling. Okay, we hurt other people, we say bad about that particular sections of the people. That is called as prejudice. Understood this thing? That is called as prejudice, and it is a bad feeling. We should not have a feeling of prejudice against certain people. Okay, now the next important thing is stereotype. Now please understand what is stereotype. Okay, so we always have an idea that the villagers are backward people. Villagers don't know the new technology. Villagers are not fit for the advanced technology. So these are the stereotypes, or you can see this feeling is called as stereotype. We form a fixed idea. Now what is the main concept about, or what is stereotyping, or what is stereotype? we form a certain fixed idea or image of certain people. We have not met them. Okay, we have a feeling that the villagers are always backward people. They don't know the advanced technologies. So we have not met them, but we have a feeling or a fixed idea which we have already made in ourselves. Okay, and for example, if we say that all villagers are illiterate and all are backward looking, they are having a fixed image of them. So we are having a fixed image of them, that those people or the villagers are always backward. So this feeling is called as stereotyping. We have a fixed image or fixed idea, and this idea is not changing. Okay, so if we experience this type of people, then we can have a new idea about the people, but we have not met them. So we have a fixed idea or fixed image about certain people. That is called as stereotyping. Okay, so like we think that Indians think that the girls are only meant for housekeeping jobs. Okay, and forming such image about the girls, they are called as stereotyping. Suppose if you go to your friend's house and you find that a boy or your friend is sweeping the floor or washing the utensils, etc., then you what you say, why you doing the girls type of things. So this type of thing is stereotyping. This type of image you have in the Indian society is called as stereotyping. Means this is a fixed idea which is being given to you by the society. Okay, that is called as stereotyping. In fact, such an image of the girls is created by the society around us. This type of image is being created not by you, but this type of images have been created by the society. Okay. If we ask a boy to cook food or to do dustings, he feel ashamed of doing this, because our society, only girls or women are supposed to do all these things. Okay, because in our society, those things which are being told by the girls are different, and those things which is being told to the boys are different. So this is called as stereotyping. Our society has certain fixed rules and certain fixed ideas about girls and boys. So this fixed image is called as stereotyping. But this is not, as you can say, this is only applicable in Indian society. This is not applicable all over the world. All over the world, they have a different idea or different concept. Okay, so next is, okay, but in foreign countries, there is no gender bias in doing any household work. There is no gender bias. What is gender bias? Means girls will only do this type of work, boys will only do this type of work. No, there is no gender bias. All the work is done by any type of either male or female. Sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, washing the utensils, cleaning the house, cooking, taking care of the children. All these things have been equally divided between men and women. It is not being specifically given either to men or to women. They have equally divided the work between them. So in foreign countries, there is no gender bias, okay, along doing any household work. Boys and girls or men and women are equally involved in running a house. Means that both men and women are together running a house. They are not saying that this work will only be done by you or this work will be only be done by me. So both of them together, they join and they run a house. They work together for the welfare of the house. No work is associated with particular boys or with girls. There is no discrimination. This can be work or driving of the car, etc. is done either by men also or by women also. Washing of the clothes, etc. is being done by men also or by women also. Okay. No equality is particularly inherited by boys or girls. It is not said that girls are better cook. No, boys are also better cook. So this is not inherited. Okay, you can do either type of job, whatever you are given to do it or you feel like doing it. It is only the society that creates such stereotypes. You do not create it. You have not created it, but it is a society which has been created it already. But what is your duty? Then you will ask me, ma'am, how can we or how can I change it? So it is your thinking that whatever is being told or whatever is being there, you can change the outlook of the society. You can change the break that stereotyping. Okay, it is your house, it is your family, and you both have to take care, or all the family members have to take care of the house. The boys should not feel ashamed that they do any housekeeping work. They should do it willingly. Okay, they should not be feeling, there is no feeling of ashamedness. They are both, they can do the household work as well as taking care of the house. On the other hand, girls also should never feel that they are physically weaker than boys. They are equally same being made by man, equally same stronger enough as men are. So they are not physically weak. They are much more stronger. Okay, and they can also do these type of jobs which are taken and granted for boys. All the muscle men, etc., all the muscle thing, etc., which is being assigned only to boys can also be done by women also. Nowadays we can see many women pilots and astronauts. Okay, in this it has been seen that astronauts or pilots are only being given assigned these jobs only to men, but this is not there. These type of work is nowadays also being done by women and girls. Okay, nowadays this is the only way to lessen the man made differences between boys and girls. This is the only way you can bring a change in society. You can break the stereotyping and you can bring a new society. You can bring a good society, a healthier society. Okay, next we will see that effects of prejudice and stereotyped rules. Okay, what are the various effects of prejudice and stereotypes? Prejudice and stereotype thinking causes difference in society. What is the main effect? We have learned about prejudice. We have learned about stereotyping also. Okay, so how they are causing, what is the effect of prejudice and stereotyping in our society? Okay, so the main cause is that the prejudice and stereotyping cause differences in the society. Okay, such opinion prevent us from looking at the qualities of individual. They restrict. Suppose there are girls who are very good pilots. Okay, they are very good in all these things. So, but our society restrict. No, the girls cannot be a pilot. So, if they are suppose boys are very good cook. So, our society restrict us of men being a better cook. So these qualities of the individuals are obstructed by the society. The quality of the men or women is obstructed by the society. Every person has a unique quality, such as individual is different from one another. Everyone is different from one another. Nobody is same. Many people have different qualities. But creating stereotypes, we give large number of people a fixed image. Like we have a fixed image that only the house cooking is being done by women. This is a fixed image of the society, but this is not, you can break the stereotyping. Both mother and father are responsible for running a house. So all the cooking work is not only the part of women to be done. Sometimes it became partial. So it is bad for the society. Prejudice and stereotyping thinking led to hatred, bitterness, and enmity among the enmity against among the people. Some people became bitter. They became enemy from each other. Okay, they think that the men are very bad. They think that they have a hatred against even the girls. They have the hatred against the boys. Okay, so this brings bitterness among one section of society to another section of society. Societies such as opinions prevail that cannot develop and prosper. So this type of society in which there is stereotyping, in which there are prejudice, etc., that society cannot progress. Understood? That society cannot progress. Okay, sometimes such ideas became dangerous for the peace and progress of the nation. It became so dangerous that the men are not allowing the women to earn more, or they are beating the women in the house, or they are not allowing the girls to go for a better education. So all these things are hindering, they are affecting the society. They are not letting the society to grow up. Okay, sometimes such ideas became so dangerous for the peace and progress of the nation. In South Africa, the whites and the blacks are kept apart by law. There is a very strict rules that those are black in color, they cannot enter into a restaurant, they cannot go to a church, they cannot buy a vegetable or any other things from that particular market, they cannot go to a particular cinema hall, they are not allowed to sit in a you can say railway wagon, etc. So they are not allowed to you can have travel first class tickets, etc., because on the basis of color of the skin. Why they are discriminated? They are discriminated on the color of the color of the skin. Okay, this system is known as apartheid policy. What is the system known as? This system is known as the apartheid policy. So it has many bad effects on our lives of blacks, and Nelson Mandela fought against the racial discrimination. So this system is known as apartheid policy, the discrimination between the blacks and whites. So it has many bad effects on the society. South Africa cannot progress because the many atrocities and many of the bad thing is being done against the black in Africa by the white people. So this person, Nelson Mandela, fought against the racial discrimination in South Africa. And Gandhiji was the mentor of, you can say, of Nelson Mandela. And Nelson Mandela was very much inspired by Gandhiji, because when Gandhiji came to South Africa, he was also being, atrocities is being done, or bad behavior has been done against Mahatma Gandhi because of the color of the skin. Okay, because of the color of the skin. So Mahatma Gandhi thought to fight against this racial discrimination. Understood this thing? Next. Now, we will tell about the third important concept. The third important concept is discrimination. Okay, the next important concept is discrimination. Now, what is discrimination? Discrimination is the practice of treating one person or group of people less fairer than other people. Okay, if a discrimination is there, suppose in your class, so in your class the teacher is only liking the boys. The teacher says that boys are good in studies. The boys will do all the work of the class. The boys will become monitors. The boys will become head boy or mentor, or you can say they will all, the projects will also be only being given to boys, etc. So this discrimination or liking or favoring one section, one type of people, then to the other sections or other type of people is called as discrimination. Understood this thing? What is discrimination? So in other words, when The people act on their prejudice or stereotypes, opinion, discrimination happens. If you're favoring one section of society because you have stereotype, no, the boys will only do all the work in the class. So this is called stereotyping. So when there is prejudice and when there is stereotyping in the society, there is discrimination. Understood? There always be discrimination. Understood that? So various acts of discrimination in societies are there, like treating certain people inferior to another. Treating certain people inferior to another. Like in your class. Suppose in your class a teacher says that only the top rankers can be boys. Okay, I will give him more number to only boys. Or you can say in any of the workplace, etc. If the person or the boss says that only the high position will only be given to women. So there are stereotyping, they are dividing, and there is discrimination in that particular workplace. So treating certain people inferior to others, stopping them to take water, the commonwealth, and not allowing them to enter into temples are all discrimination. Like in our Indian society, in the previous years, there is the discrimination between the caste system. Like we have the certain caste people or the Dalit or the lower caste people, they are not allowed to take water from a well, a common well, and they are not allowed to enter into the temples. So this is called as discrimination. So there is a fight for the equality. Okay, we often look down upon the people who are engaged in certain unclean occupation. There are many people, those who are sweeping the floor, they are sweeping the streets or cleaning up the garbage, etc. So many of nowadays also, those people are considered as backward people. They are considered as untouchable people. They are not allowed to go to the temples, etc. So there is a discrimination between one person to another person. Okay, the inequalities give rise to discrimination. This type of inequalities give rise to discrimination. In the Vedic age, the people are classified into 4 varnas. Okay, the people are classified into 4 varnas or jatis in the previous Hindu society. The first is the Brahmins, the second is the Kshatriyas, the third is the Vaishyas, and fourth is Shudras. Okay, so Indian society has been divided into 4 varnas: the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, and the Shudras. So these 4 people, or you can say these 4 jatis, they decide whether you are good people or you are bad people. Good people means you are respectable people in the society, or if you belong to the lower jati, then you are lower caste people, you are outcast people, and you are not treated good in the society. Understood? So the Brahmins were supposed to be the next to God. The Brahmins are supposed to be that they are very good for the society, they are very, very superior to the society, and they are next to God. Okay, they are next to God. While the Shudras were doing a good deal of menial work and had a low status in society. The Shudras, the fourth part of the society, the Shudras are the menial workers, or they are doing all the cleaning works, and they are considered to be the outcast people. They are called as the lower caste people. Okay, so this system later gave to the rise of casteism. Slowly and slowly this jati system has been converted into caste system. This jati system has been converted into caste system. This system later gave rise to casteism. It caused quarrels and you can say disseminations in society, called differences in society. Okay, due to the caste system, the evil of untouchability has also been into. Means it is also been there, or untouchability is being formed due to this caste system, due to the Shudra caste, or you can say to the lower caste. They led to the formation of an untouchable caste people, and they are lower caste, and they are not allowed to draw water or to enter into the temples. So this is called as discrimination. Okay, what this is called as? This is called as discrimination. Okay. Okay. The next is, now this discrimination is there. Now the Dalit is the term used by the people who belong to the lower caste. The Dalit is the term. Dalit means the lower caste, is the term used for the lower caste people and belong to the lower caste people. They denotes those people who had been isolated. They are not liked by the society. They are thrown out of the society due to the social prejudice and discrimination. Due to this discrimination, they are outcast people. They are not being accepted by the people, and this leads to the differences in the society. They have been now being categorized as scheduled caste. So now, after the constitution, etc., those people are called as scheduled caste people. Understood this thing? No religion in the world asks the people to be unfair, unjust. No religion. You take religion. No religion is saying that discriminate in the society, discard the society. No, they all say only one thing: love the people, love them together, and they please don't fight with each other. God is one. Intolerance lead to communalism. Now please understand what the term communalism means. Communalism means that fighting on the terms of religion. Please understand this word. What is communalism? Communalism means fighting on the basis of religion. You're not liking one person just because of his or her religion. You're killing certain people just on the basis of religion. This is called as communalism. When there is intolerance between one caste people to another caste people, that leads to communal riots. Okay, they are killing each other just on the basis of religion. Okay. Okay. Some people believe that there is only religion is true and it is superior from all other faiths. They believe that their own religion is superior. No other person's religion is good. Only his or her own religion is good in the whole world. And it generates hatred towards other religion. This leads to the hatred towards the other religion. You are loving your religion, but you are hating other religion also. Such feelings create bitterness among the people. Such feelings create bitterness. It is not being good for the society. It is not liked by the society. The difference in the economic status is also the major cause of bitterness in the society. Economic status. Now first understand the word economic status. The word economic status means, economic means money. Okay, if you have money, you have been given respectable position in the society. If you don't have money, you are not treated good in the society. Understood? So economic inequalities divide the society into rich persons and the people who don't have money, that is called as the poor people. So rich persons and poor people are also being divided in the society. Okay. The poor faces discrimination in schools, hospitals, offices, and they are treated rudely and badly. So the poor people are not treated good, they are treated badly, they are not being given respectable position in the society just because those people are poor, just because those people are not rich. That is why they are not treated good in the society. Okay. So this is called as discrimination on the basis of money related to rich or poor. Okay. The next is, okay, so there are certain differences on the basis of gender. The differences on the basis of males and females. Okay, there are certain differences between male and female. Like the gender equality is an important for upliftment of the nation. If in a nation both the gender are not given equal importance, that nation cannot progress. They should be given equal status to women in the society. And it is being said that a society which has been given respectable position to women, that society will only progress. Okay, so a respectable position should be given, and this respectable position and respect leads to the development of the whole nation. Okay. Gender equality means that equal status and equal opportunities for both men and women. Equal status, equal ranking between men and women. Okay, equal opportunities for both men and women. But we find strong gender bias and wider gender inequality in our country. But this is very bad in our country. The thing is that we have very strong gender bias, that women are not treated equally in Indian society. They are not given equal status in Indian society. There is a wider gap between the gender and males and females, and they are not treated equally in Indian society. So this is not good for the society, as it cannot progress if they will not give an equal status to both men and women. In our society, women are treated as unequal in many areas, such as education, health, their basic needs and economic rights. So, means that the society, Indian society, the women are not treated equally. In the many areas like education, in the village, etc., the women or the girl child is not being given proper education. More stress is laid on the male education. Okay, they have been given their dropouts, that the women have to get married. So why there is a need to educate the girl child. Okay, the next is education after health. Health means they are given more importance to the health of the boy rather than a girl. So all these things are very bad for the Indian society. Next is the basic needs. Basic needs like house, shelter, living, job, etc. So all these areas, there is gender bias. Okay. And economic rights. What is economic? Economic means related to money. What is economic? Economic means related to money. And women have been paid less as compared to men. So this leads to the gender inequality in the Indian society. Okay. The next topic. Okay. Okay, children. Next is that after this, another important topic which is left is that discrimination and in the Indian Constitution. Like Indian Constitution is working very hard for the upliftment of the Indian society. They have been given equal opportunities between men and women. The Constitution ensures that equality should be there and India should have a secular state. Means there is no official religion in India. So Constitution says that women should be given equal status and there should be no discrimination. Okay. So I'll repeat, have a just revision of this. First, what is prejudice? Prejudice means having basic, or you can say bias against certain people, certain group of people. You are not favoring or not liking certain group of people. That is called as prejudice. Next is called as stereotyping. Stereotypes means when you form a fixed idea or a fixed image of certain people, that these group of people are bad, these group of people are good. Like we have an idea that the villagers are all backward people, then we have our stereotyping them. We are having the fixed image about those people. Okay, such creating, like the image we have been created in the Indian society, that the girls are only for cooking and for taking care of the house, etc. So, and the boys feel ashamed of doing the household job. So all these fixed images destroyed the society. But in foreign countries, it is not so. There, both the men and women join together and look after the household work. There is no particular job assigned either to boys or to girls. No equality is there inherited by boys or by girls. That society, it is the only society that creates stereotype. Okay. Next is, what are the effects? Effects are very bad for the society. It causes differences between the society people, and it leads to the hatred, bitterness, and you can say bitterness among the two people just because of this prejudice and stereotyping. Okay, such societies which has opinion prevailing cannot develop. That society cannot develop just because there is a stereotype society or prejudice are there in that. Suppose we'll take an example of South Africa. In South Africa, there is a difference in the society related to color of the skin, like the blacks and the whites. So that society cannot develop just because there is a difference between the color of the skin. That concept is called as the theory of apartheid. Okay. Next is discrimination. Discrimination is a practice of treating one person or a group of people less fairly than others. You are discriminating, you are dividing, you are liking some people but you are hating some people. So like the Indian society, we have divided into four, like the Brahmins, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas and the Shudras. So these people have divided, or these jatis further lead to the caste system and the caste system, in which the Brahmins are considered superior and the Shudras are considered inferiors. That leads to the discrimination in the society, that leads to the concept of untouchability. Next is, if you are not liking certain group of people, certain religion, etc., then there is a feeling of intolerance towards one religion that leads to communalism. And this communalism means fighting with one religion by another religion. That is also not good for the society. And the last concept is gender inequality. Gender inequality also leads to differences in the society. And it is said that a society can develop only when there is equal status given between men and women. Okay, children? So, this is the chapter all about. And one important thing I am there to remind you again, please, in that for your attendance, write down your name, class and section so that we can mark the attendance. Okay, children, take care, bye for now and stay safe.